The Instagram algorithm is constantly changing, but there are certain principles that remain the same. If you want to grow your Instagram followers and beat the algorithm, I'll be sharing with you 7 quick hacks that you can use to do that. I'll be right back. Hello and welcome to the Nook. My name is Grace Mary. Do you want free value you can start implementing right away? Then I've got you, because here at the Nook, I provide tangible takeaways that you can use to build your business and live a better life. If you're a returning subscriber, you are the real MVP. And if this is your first time here, welcome. Please endeavor to like, to subscribe, and also turn on the notification bell so that you are notified when we publish new content. Let's get right to the topic for today. The way Instagram works, when you publish content, whether it's a video or a picture, what Instagram does is to suggest it to a number of your followers. And if these followers engage with your content by liking, by commenting, by sharing, then Instagram is going to increase the amount of people it shows this content to. And then if those set of people also do the same thing, they engage with your content, Instagram shows it to the rest of your followers, and also it shows up on the explore feed. What that means is that Instagram recommends you or rewards you for posting relevant content or good content. In this video, I'm going to show you 7 tricks that you can use to be on your A game on Instagram. So let's start with the first one. Let me grab my phone. The number 1 time-saving hack I would recommend is to have a content diary. So what does a content diary mean? Basically, a note where you scribble down ideas of content you want to publish in the future. So it doesn't have to be something that is currently relevant. It can be seasonal content, say like Christmas, Valentine's Day, Easter. Do you understand? You scribble it down so that when it comes to that season and you are short of ideas, you can go back to kind of look through what you've written down. It is very useful because, as we mentioned before, Instagram rewards you for creating good quality content. So in order to create quality content, you must have quality ideas. And then when you have a lot of ideas scribbled down, you have a lot of options to choose from, which is amazing. My second recommendation is to create what I would call hashtag group. The hashtag groups are basically a group of hashtags that are relevant to the kind of content you create. So let me explain in more detail. So here on my notes, I'll just basically go to, I'm using Android, by the way, to my Samsung notes. So if you see here, you'd see that I have like a group of hashtags. So I have African prints, I have workwear, I have workwear African prints. So basically what I do is to collect these hashtags from Instagram or create them by myself. So I'll just show you like a quick example of how I do this. So I'll go to a brand new note. In this brand new note, I can say, okay, for example, my brand Boraya, we create women's wear. So and then the type of women's wear we create varies from casual wear to occasion wear and work wear. So let's say this group of hashtags are for workwear. I would start with writing work wear, right? The reason why we're doing this is so that when we want to post on Instagram and we're posting like a workwear design, all we need to do is to come to this hashtag group, select the relevant hashtags, paste it on Instagram, and then edit. So you can manually put them in. So if you want to put your brand hashtag, so Boraya goes there. You have fashionista. So I'm getting these random ideas, right? So you just quickly write them in here. Made in Nigerian fashion, workwear dresses, Nigeria workwear, you know, stuff like that. Boss lady, boss chic. And then you have this group of hashtags. Another quick way you can do this is to go to your Instagram profile. So I come to edit. Well, I'm not really editing. And then I copy the hashtags. Copy and then close that and then save to my clipboard. But that it will be for Ankara. You see, very fast, and will save you a lot of time, because it means that next time when you need to create these hashtags, all you need to do is copy it from your notes and paste it on your Instagram directly. But then a note of warning, remember that Instagram doesn't like bot attitude. So when you keep on posting exactly the same 30 hashtags, it's going to block you. So what you need to do is vary the hashtags from time to time. My third recommendation to grow your Instagram following is to check what others are doing. By this, I don't encourage monitoring spirit. I'm not encouraging monitoring spirit. All I'm asking is to get inspiration from what others are doing. So this might not necessarily be your competitors. For example, on Instagram, there's this loungewear company based in the US I follow. I like their feed, and then sometimes their post inspires me to post something similar or entirely different. So I just go around the web looking for and following other brands that kind of resonate with where my brand is going or where my brand is right now. So this is the brand, and then I just look at what they are posting, their caption, and then you can note them down, because you don't even have to use the content right away. That's why we have our content diary or content notes, that we can kind of scribble down ideas that come to us as we look at our competitors' page, or it doesn't have to be your competitor, other brands on Instagram. The next time-saving tip that would help you grow your Instagram following is to use the storytelling method to write your captions. You know that captions are an important part or element of your Instagram post. So you need to write engaging captions. And the way you can write engaging captions is by telling a story. So most times we end up using salesy captions like, "This dress is hot and it's fine, come and buy," right? But that shouldn't be our approach. We should probably tell a story related to how this product was created. So I remember when I did a post about one of our products, which is the Lagos bomber jacket. It's an African print jacket, and I talked about how it was, what inspired me or the brand Boraya to make it. So I talked about how my sister had called me up from the US saying that she really wanted an African print jacket, and I felt like, oh, it was everywhere and I wasn't going to make any. But then I'm like, okay, even though it's common, I want something to be different about the Boraya bomber jacket. And I talked about all this in my post, and for some reason that post got a lot of engagement, or for this obvious reason, it got a lot of engagement. So people want you to be vulnerable. They want to know more about the brand, and the only way you can communicate this to them is by telling them stories. Storytelling will help you up your Instagram game. For example, right, if I come to you and say, "Vicky," let's say my friend's name is Vicky. "Vicky, can you imagine what happened today?" Vicky's interest will be piqued, and she'll be like, "Oh, what happened?" And then I go about telling her the story. And inside the story, I might want her to help me buy something or send her on an errand, right? When I doctor it into the story, it's easier and she will willingly go. That's it. But then if I come and say, "Vicky, please help me buy this," she might easily object. So we must be cautious of how we sell on Instagram. My next recommendation to you would be to use multiple channels. So on Instagram, you have different channels. You have the Instagram feed, you have Instagram story, you have IGTV, you have Reels now, which is a recent and most recent addition rather to Instagram. On Instagram story, you could create posts that you don't want to put on your timeline, but at that very moment is relevant. For example, this post was created today. Basically, we all know that we lost a very great person, and this is me just being human and saying, "Oh, we're sorry for this loss. Although he has gone, his memory would forever remain with us." So stuff like that you don't want to put on your Instagram timeline, you can put it on your stories. Another trick I would tell you would be, ensure that you add a hashtag or two on your Instagram story. What do I mean by that? Okay, so let me do an example, an illustration. So we want to create an Instagram story here. So yeah, so this is one of our products, right? And this is a bomber jacket. So I can do this and just add a hashtag. So the first hashtag I would add would be African print bomber jacket. So what I'll call invisible hashtag, so it shouldn't be visible to the viewers. So African print bomber jacket, and then I'll say unisex bomber jacket. So I used to add more than 2 hashtags before now, but I'm trying out something new that I found out somewhere, and I'll let you know how it goes. But you can try adding 2 or more. You can try putting up to like 15. You can put a whole number of them, and then it's gonna. So this is how I make mine invincible. I reduce it to the barest minimum. So for example, you notice that the background is white and the text is white. If the text is white and the background is a different color, all we need to do is to get the color picker tool, which you do here. You get the color picker tool and select the background color. You see that it's invincible, you cannot see it, and then you send that post to, oh sorry about that, you send that post and nobody knows that you added a hashtag inside. Another way you can do that is, let me try illustrating that for you to see. Okay, let's post this dress. So I'm going to take that away. I'm going to put like a text there. So I'm going to just write the name of the dress. Almost say dress, right? Dress. Okay, and then I'm going to add like a background cover on it. I'm going to center it. Okay, and then I'm going to, so this is what I want to do. So add that and then increase it if you like. You're going to take the hashtags and put the hashtags right behind that. So for example, African print dress. That's not correct, dress. Okay, and then the next one will be women's wear fashion. Yeah, so I want to put those 2 and then reduce them. If you want, you can change the font. Oh, not that. You can change the font type so it's like a smaller one, and then you can just put it right behind that. You tap that, done. You see, it's hidden, and you go right ahead. So you have more people probably, or the potential for your post to be discovered by more persons on Instagram is higher. Number 6, build the know, like, and trust factor by using feedback, running promotions, or doing giveaways. The last but not the least, make sure you have a brand face. People interact with content created when they see a familiar face. Having said all this, it's also important to post consistently on Instagram and also engage with other people's content by using strategic commenting so that other people can see you, and so they see you, they know you, they trust you, and then they probably will purchase from you. So here's a quick recap of all I have said so far. Number 1, get a content diary. Number 2, create group of hashtags that you can use later when you're creating posts. Number 3, check what others are doing. Number 4, use the storytelling method to create your captions. Number 5, use multiple channels on Instagram. So you have the stories, you have the IGTV, you have the reels, to mention a few. Number 6, build the know, like, and trust factor by using feedback, running promotions, or doing giveaways. Number 7, the last but not the least, have a brand face. So if you feel like you're camera shy or social media shy, have someone to represent the brand. These are the 7 time-saving tips you can use to grow your Instagram account. So start doing this now and watch your Instagram account grow. I hope you've learned a thing or two from this tutorial. If you have, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, like, and share. In the meanwhile, please stay safe and keep healthy. Until I come to you next time, cheers!